Okay, so as I said in my bottle flipping video, I forget which one it was, but in one of my bottle flipping videos, I said that I'd give you a little bit of my life, like, what I've been through over the years. So, to fulfill that promise of mine I made during the bottle flipping video, here we go. So, I think you can already tell by my first ever video that I am in high school. If you were to ask which year in high school, that'd be my second year, sophomore year. I'm not telling you which high school I go to. I'm pretty sure y'all can probably figure that out. But besides the high school stuff, I am the second age of 15. I have disability. I have a disability. I am able to speak, I think, 3 languages. Besides English, obviously, because that's my native language. So besides English, I can speak Korean, Spanish, and a little bit of Japanese. But I think the language I know most is probably Korean, since I started learning that when I was either in elementary school, I think, or something else, I forget. But I'm there in Korean. I'm good. Japanese, I'm still working on, but I'm getting there too. I have like K-pop albums, as I've shown in my other videos. I have a skateboard down there. You can't see it, but I have one down there. Actually, let me show you that right now. So, let me take you down over to half of my room. Right there. That's my skateboard. Over here, on this side, I also have Stray Kids plushies. Over here, look. Right there. Another thing about my life is that I am a collector. I love collecting things. So as you saw in my little video of me showing you around, if you don't remember what I have, this is what I have. All this stuff. Also a few other things too, but I think those are the main things. Some other things about my life are that I can also speak sign language too. American sign language. Some other things about my life are that I have 2 dogs. One of them is based off a potato chip, and the other one is a Schnauzer with the name of Monty, spelled M-O-N-T-Y, Monty. My parents were lawyers, but they retired. I forget why, but they did. I have 2 older brothers and 1 sister. One of my brothers, has curly hair too, but his hair is longer than mine, as you can clearly see because I have a haircut. My other brother, on the other hand, he does kind of have curly hair like me, but I think it's more wavy. And he wears an embarrassing chicken hat on his ski helmet. Like, I don't understand how he's not embarrassed by that. But those are my 2 brothers and my sister. my sister, along with my two brothers, are in college. One goes to UCSD, the others are Stanford and MIT, I think. I have a bunch of childhood friends that y'all probably don't know of, but one of them I've been friends with for a long time. Except I've had one childhood friend from a longer period of time, which I still see him too in my school that I go to. If you were to ask me why I wanted to do YouTube instead of other social media type stuff, that's because I got inspiration from other YouTubers and creators. Creators like, let's say, Twice or Stray Kids or whatever. Or maybe they're just people that do vlogs or this or that. I started out with vlogs, as you can tell from my first couple of videos. Because, I wanted to do something different. But then when I started the brain rot videos on this or that, y'all love them. And what do I always tell myself or my parents or siblings? I do what y'all want. I do what you want, and you'll get it. So kind of like an ask and you'll receive kind of thing. My grandma was here at the house, but she left in January to go back to Texas. She also gave me this tortilla blanket, as you've also seen in some of my videos too. I have a Greg Heffley pillow right here. I do a martial arts. I am currently a blue belt in karate. I am a spice king in my family, but only my mom can handle mild spice, like the Tostitos mild sauce. That's the only thing she can handle, nothing else. But if there's one thing I always want her to try, that being camembert cheese. I listen to K-pop artists on my Spotify queue, from, let's say, Stray Kids to Twice to TXT. Creators like that. Let's see, what else can I tell you about my life and what I've been through. When I was in elementary school, they had this thing called a gaga pit, and like a little ball. I guess that's kind of similar to like a dodgeball. And it was in this like little arena, like an octopus type shape. It's hard to explain, but kind of like that. What else am I able to tell? I have collected many Legos down there, as I showed in my other room tour video, which was pretty recent. A few years ago, before my YouTube account, one of my brothers and I used to play Minecraft a lot. But I think before him, I played Minecraft with my dad sometimes. But then we switched over to a game where I always beat him in. literally always beat him because he's literally just a noob. I win, he loses, like 99% of the time. But in my case, I always win 99% of the time. Sometimes with my mother, I would either do a Beyblade battle or a Bakugan battle. Except when I do a Beyblade battle, one of my dogs just starts barking. Just barking. When I was also a child, I did a little talk about the light bulb from Thomas Edison. And also just recently, I went to Barnes & Noble with my mother and grandma. And I was looking at Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I wanted to get the new 2024 revised 3 core rulebooks, the Player's Handbook, Monster Manual, and the Dungeon Master's Guide. I mean, you know how D&D is. It's expensive. When you look on Amazon, they're still pricey, but definitely a lot cheaper than it is kind of in store. Because at Barnes & Noble, those 3 books were $50. $50. I play Fortnite with my friends if they send me a party invite. Excuse me. Or I just play on my own, just like do free building and just whatever. When I was younger, well, maybe not younger, but when I was around like say 14, 15, at 14, I didn't notice that many changes from your first year of high school to your second. Because when I was 14, I didn't really see any changes at all. And like, it's my second year of high school, and I don't see any changes at all. And recently, as I showed in one of my hand camera videos, even though I probably already posted one, but anyways, that's besides the point. But in my hand cam videos, if you don't know what that keyboard is, even I'm pretty sure you do, but if you don't know what it is, it's a SteelSeries Apex Pro TKO Generation 3, and I'm so glad I bought this thing. I was using a membrane one. I like it, but I wanted to switch back to the mechanical keyboards. But before I went to like SteelSeries keyboards, I used like 60% keyboards. And when I have free time, like today or something, when I have free time, I either just watch YouTube or go onto this very, very addicting application, which I can never stop using because it's just that addictive. Or I'll just play that game where it's like a race, and you can flip your jet ski on like a wave. I think it's called like Flippy Race or something. I forget what it's called, but I also have a trash can in my bed from when I was sick a few, probably years or months ago, I forget. But that trash can, right, where is it? Right there, where my finger is. That one right there. Make it closer so you can see. That one, right there. And this guy. This one, right here. In my brain rot videos, you might be wondering, how do you keep your phone so still? That's because this trash can helps me out with that. I also have different books I like to read. One of them is like the Hunger Games books, or just Diary of a Wimpy Kid, or whatever book I can find in my room. But I think the main ones now are my Korean and Japanese book, which is a 30 days in one. And like 30 days, like learning 30 days or less. 7 books in one book. I have the Korean in 30 days, 7 books in one Korean book, and the same one but for Japanese. You can find them on Amazon or whatever. And I have been watching many things besides K-pop. That being like Stranger Things or whatever. But just before I was kind of like recording this, I was outside with my 2 dogs on my skateboard. I was on my skateboard, learning and figuring out ollies. I think I'm kind of getting to that point. Just need to have more practice on the knee bending and you jumping on it. But I think I'm kind of getting there. Might need a bit more practice, but I'm getting there. And I'd even watch clips on YouTube of MHA, My Hero Academia. Like, I know the characters, but only because I've been watching it on YouTube. So, like, I know Class A and B, but I don't know, like, too much about it, since I've never actually watched it on, like, Netflix or wherever you can find it. So, that's a little bit about my life. Not a whole lot of it, but that's most of my life. There. I will see you in my next video. Probably either video or YouTube short, whichever one I decide. And I will see if I can do another video of what I said I'd do in my bottle flipping video. If I don't, then I'm gonna do like another brain rot one for y'all to watch. But if I'm able to, I will do another video of what I said in my bottle flipping one. So that's it for me.